My name is Waverly Palmer, and I'm 32 years old. Last week, at my sister's wedding at a $15 million estate, I was handed a gray badge that read, Limited Access Guest. My mother leaned in. That means no plate for you, Waverly. I'd spent 3 years saving $10,000 for my gift. 3 years of skipped vacations, home-cooked meals, and clothes worn until the seams frayed. I wanted to give my sister the most generous gift I could. I wanted to prove I belonged in this family. Instead, I got a laminated piece of plastic telling me I wasn't welcome at the reception. So I walked to the gift table, retrieved my envelope, and said 5 words that made my mother's face turn white. To understand why, we have to go back. My family looks perfect on paper. My father, a retired engineer. My mother, a homemaker. And my sister, Miranda, Harvard MBA, investment banker, the daughter who made my parents' Christmas cards worth sending. Then there's me, a mid-level accountant in Queens. I went to state school because, as my parents said, they couldn't afford 2 expensive educations. Funny how they found the money for Miranda's condo down payment 3 years later. I learned to measure love in square footage. Miranda's bedroom was twice the size of mine. When she graduated, they threw her a party with a DJ. When I graduated, my mother said, "We'll do something small." She forgot. The clearest memory? The family portrait on our mantle from 2015? My parents and Miranda smiling in front of a Christmas tree? I'm not in it. The frame was too small, my mother said. I told myself it didn't mean anything. I was wrong. 6 months before the wedding. Miranda's engagement text lit up the family group chat. A 3-carat diamond, a rooftop restaurant, Jonathan Whitmore III, Old Money Greenwich. My mother's reply came instantly. My baby, this is the happiest day of my life. My father sent a thumbs-up emoji. I typed, Congratulations, Miranda. I'm happy for you. No one responded. The invitation arrived on heavy cotton paper. The wedding would be at the Whitmore estate. Hotel accommodations, $450 per night. I held that invitation and decided, this time will be different. I started a savings account called Wedding Fund. I didn't know my mother had other plans. The saving. It took 3 years to save $10,000. When you make $52,000 in New York City, every dollar counts. No lunches out, home-brewed coffee, no vacations. I sewed the lining back into my winter coat instead of replacing it. 3 weeks before the wedding, I got a cashier's check for $10,000. I wrote my sister a note. I hope this helps you build a beautiful life. I took a photo of the envelope. Maybe part of me already knew. That night, my mother called. Have you bought your gift yet? You could send the money to me. I'll combine it with ours. I'd rather give it myself, I said. Silence. Then, fine. She hung up. The signs. 2 months before the wedding, Miranda's bridal shower at the plaza. I wasn't involved in planning. I was seated in the corner with strangers. During the toast, my mother spoke for 7 minutes about Miranda's accomplishments. She didn't mention me once. Then, in the bathroom, I heard my mother and my aunt whispering. Thank God you didn't make her a bridesmaid, Aunt Harriet said. Can you imagine? The Whitmores would have asked what she does for a living. My mother laughed lightly. Miranda understood. Jonathan's mother is very particular. We can't have anything distracting. I stared at my reflection. Distracting. That's what I was. 1 week before, the final straw. An email from the wedding planner. Rehearsal dinner guest list final. I scrolled through 40 names. Bridesmaids, groomsmen, parents, cousins, Miranda's college friends. My name wasn't there. I called my mother. I'm not on the list. It's only for the wedding party and immediate family. Jonathan's parents are strict about numbers. I'm not immediate family? You know what I mean. They have important people to accommodate. There's no room. Miranda's friend Jessica is on the list. She's not family. Waverly, don't make this difficult. I hung up. I still believed the wedding day would be different. I was naive. 3 days before, the warning. My phone buzzed. Sophie, my best friend, who coincidentally was coordinating Miranda's wedding. Her voice was shaking. Waverly, I need you to stay calm. I was reviewing the seating chart. Your name was on table 3 2 weeks ago. But today, it's been crossed out. There's a handwritten note. My heart pounded. What does it say? Guest will receive limited access badge. No meal. Whose handwriting? A pause. It looks like your mother's. She sent the photo. Neat, familiar cursive, no meal. She hadn't forgotten. She'd planned it. The morning of. I woke with cold clarity. I dressed simply. I gathered my evidence. The text from my mother asking for money, the photo of the note, the picture of my envelope. Then I called Aunt Diane, the only relative who ever showed up for me. I'm still going, I told her. I'll be there, she said. Whatever you decide, I'll support you. The gray badge. The Whitmore estate was a fantasy of white columns and manicured hedges. At the registration table, a staff member scanned his list. Waverly Palmer? He reached under the table and handed me a gray badge. Limited access guest. This allows access to the ceremony only. The reception requires a gold badge. I'm the bride's sister. Before he could answer, my mother appeared, glowing in pale pink. She steered me away. Don't make a scene, she whispered, smiling for onlookers. What does this mean, Mom? It means you can attend the ceremony, but there's no room at the reception. Important business associates, people who matter to the Whitmores. We couldn't ask them to give up seats for... She trailed off. For someone like you? You could have told me. Would you have come? No. Exactly. Stay for the ceremony, leave your gift, then go. Miranda will understand. I looked at her, the woman who cropped me out of photos, who forgot my graduation, who whispered about me in bathrooms. You want my money, I said slowly, but not me. Don't be dramatic, she patted my arm. Just be good today. I smiled. I won't make a scene. She had no idea. The ceremony. I took a cheap folding chair in the last row. The first 10 rows had cushioned seats. I watched my family perform happiness. My father chatted with Jonathan's father. My mother worked the crowd. Miranda appeared in a cloud of tulle, a $20,000 Vera Wang gown. She was beautiful. Vows were exchanged. The photographer called for family portraits. Anyone else from the family? He asked. My mother shook her head. No, we're all here. They smiled under the rose arch, the perfect family. I thought, not for much longer. The gift table. Guests drifted toward the glowing reception tent. I stood at the edge, holding my gray badge. Aunt Diane appeared beside me. How are you holding up? I showed her the badge. I know, she said softly. What are you going to do? I'm taking my envelope back. She nodded. The gift table is near the east entrance. I'll be nearby. She squeezed my hand. Whatever happens, don't apologize. Don't explain. I walked toward the tent. A staff member stopped me. May I see your badge? I showed him the gray card. I'm sorry. Gold badges only. Over his shoulder, I saw Miranda walk past. Our eyes met. For 1 second, I thought she might intervene. She looked away and kept walking. The retrieval. The gift table was draped in ivory silk, piled with elegant boxes. My envelope was there, slightly crumpled. I glanced around. No one was watching. I slid it into my clutch. Waverly? My mother's voice, sharp behind me. She stood 3 feet away, champagne in hand. What are you doing? Taking back my envelope. You can't do that. I can. It hasn't been given yet. Put it back, now. Sophie, my planner friend, walked past and pressed a folded paper into my hand, the photocopy of the note. My mother's handwriting. Patricia? A cultured voice. Eleanor Whitmore, the groom's mother, had approached. Is everything all right? My mother paled. A small family matter. Eleanor's gaze landed on my gray badge. I see, she said. How interesting. The confrontation. My mother stepped closer. Waverly, please. Not today. Why not today? Because it's your sister's wedding. Is it? I said. From where I'm standing, it looks like your wedding. Your chance to impress the Whitmores. Eleanor's eyebrow lifted. You asked for my gift money early, I said to my mother, my voice steady. When I said no, you punished me. You crossed my name off the seating chart. You wrote the note, no meal. You made sure I couldn't even eat at my own sister's wedding. I patted my clutch. I have the note. Your handwriting. My mother's face went gray. Then Miranda appeared, a whirlwind of white and rage. What is going on? I held up my envelope. This is my gift. A cashier's check for $10,000. I saved for 3 years. I thought maybe this time you'd treat me like family. Miranda stared. I wasn't invited to the rehearsal dinner, I continued. I wasn't allowed to be a bridesmaid. And today I got this. I held up the gray badge. Limited access, no meal. Murmurs spread through the gathering crowd. Mom wrote the note herself, I told Miranda. She wanted my money, but she didn't want me. Eleanor Whitmore turned to my mother. Is this true, Patricia? My mother opened her mouth. Nothing came out. Miranda grabbed my arm. Waverly, you're ruining everything!
I pulled free. I'm not ruining anything. I'm taking back what's mine. I looked at my sister. For 32 years, I believed if I tried harder, you'd finally see me as equal. You never did. So I'm done. I slid the envelope into my clutch. My mother's voice shook. If you walk out, you're no longer part of this family. I met her eyes. Mom, I said quietly. I never was. Silence. Eleanor spoke, her voice cutting. You excluded your daughter while expecting her money. That's not a misunderstanding, that's a calculation. The Whitmores value all of family. My mother looked shattered. Aunt Diane walked to my side. We're leaving, she announced. Have a lovely reception. We walked away. Behind us, chaos erupted. The aftermath. In the taxi, my phone buzzed incessantly. I silenced it. Aunt Diane held my hand. You can't lose something you never had. The tears came at the train station. Ugly, heaving sobs for every graduation missed, every photo cropped, every year I spent hoping. It was never going to be enough, was it? I whispered. No, honey, she said. It wasn't. Moving forward. In the weeks that followed, I was promoted at work. I moved to a better apartment with a view of a park, not a brick wall. My mother left a fragile voicemail. Eleanor spoke to me. Maybe we should talk. My father emailed, I'm sorry, I should have protected you. I see it now. I didn't reply. 1 month later, I sent a final email. I'm not angry anymore. Anger takes energy, and I've given too much to people who didn't value it. Family means choosing each other. You didn't choose me, and I can't make you, but I can choose myself. If you ever want a relationship built on respect, you know how to reach me. Until then, I wish you well. Aunt Diane helped me unpack in my new home. She gave me a framed photo, me at my high school graduation, smiling through tears. I've had this on my desk for 15 years, she said. Figured it's time it hung somewhere it belongs. Why they did it. My mother grew up believing status was everything. Miranda's marriage was her ticket into a world she envied. I didn't fit that picture, not out of hatred, but because I was expendable to her narrative. Miranda wasn't malicious, she was complicit. She never questioned a system that benefited her. My father kept peace through silence, which was never neutral. Understanding doesn't mean accepting. I don't hate them, but I'm free. To you watching. If you're waiting for permission to stop accepting less than you deserve, consider this your sign. You are allowed to love people and still walk away. You are allowed to protect your peace. You are allowed to choose yourself. You are never obligated to stay at a table where you're not fed. Thank you for staying until the end. If this helped you feel less alone, I'm glad. Take care of yourself. No one else will do it the way you can.